For over 20 years, Moreau Enterprises has been pushing the boundaries of what we know about biological science. Though they've helped contribute to a number of breakthroughs, rumors persist of shady practices and even negligence by their technicians. These rumors peaked 5 years ago when Moreau put out a call for house pets, livestock, and vermin to be donated to their facilities, test subjects for a new experiment. This will be the first interview given by a key player from the procedure, someone who can shed a light on the fate of those animals that were turned over so long ago. Were these scientists benevolent, or was there a darker side of their work done for the sake of progress?
Lima.
My name is Kissy. Before I was sent to Moreau, I was a cat. I was born in a house. I grew up with humans. But it's amazing how much you don't pick up on. I'm still getting used to a lot. My owners consented to the experiment right away. They didn't seem too interested in the process. They just always said that I acted like a human trapped in a cat's body. Seemed like a normal way to act to me, I don't know. But they sent me to Moreau so I could reach my full potential. There are instructors assigned to us to help us try to act more human now that we, well, were. They would help us with simple things like learning to tie your shoes, or use the toilet, or pick out a good outfit. Small stuff, really, that they would have us do over and over and over again. Some of us passed really quickly. Some of us didn't pass at all.
Were there penalties for failing or for not passing quickly enough?
Passing meant moving on to harder and harder tests. But when you failed, they stopped pushing. Things got easier. It took a while, but I learned to pass that test too. I don't remember much about the actual change. It seemed just like any other day. Except 1 minute I had fur, and the next I didn't.
You lost all memory of the change? Did they do something?
No, I don't think so. I was in a small room, warm. I think I fell asleep.
By this point, it became clear Kissy wasn't at all what I'd expected. She appeared well-adjusted, or well on her way at least. Even so, I didn't believe this cleared Moreau. I began looking for signs of repression, trauma she may not be addressing. Were there any major adjustments you had to undergo due to the change, lifestyle adjustments?
Sure, there's plenty of differences between being a cat and a human.
Like what?
I guess there were also motivations, drives, something deep. All I remember feeling before was hungry. Not starving, just...
And that's gone now?
No. Changed?
What drives you now?
Money. When I learned about people, I learned a lot about money. They wanted to make sure you knew how important it was. You can't really live without it. Moving out and being independent, adulting, those weren't things I learned about until later.
Is this it?
Thank you. I had a lot of jobs trying to find something that would stick. I was a sign spinner. Oh, turns out a cat's grace doesn't transfer over like you think it would. I was a dairy farmer. There's a lot of bacteria in raw milk, it turns out. I was an exterminator, too. It's not as much fun the way we do it. I even collaborated with the carnival when it came to town.
What do you think of the life that's been set up for you by Moreau?
It's nice. Busy. They helped me find a job that I can stick to. It's been nice connecting with my old self, helping them find the pictures they want instead of the ones their owners want. The one thing, it's like seeing my old self when I used to hunt for mice, lay in the sun. I can't be that person anymore. That cat.
I can't imagine what it must be like to go through such a huge change like that.
It's taken some time, but I remember my parents couldn't really understand when they made the decision. All they wanted was to start a family.
Family?
My parents like us using that word ever since they won my brother at the state fair. They thought I'd be more helpful with raising him, since we both come from the same... I don't know how much easier it was for me. It's getting late, come on. It's cold out, you're gonna get hypothermia. It's late, let's go inside, Gil, come on.
I guess my next question is, are you okay?
Okay?
Well, I thought, and a lot of people thought, that the change would be bad for you, like traumatic, but you seem fine, normal.
I'm not upset with what happened to me. There's a bright side, like with most things. And it didn't hurt. I wouldn't say I'm normal.
How come?
Like when I was a cat and I was hungry. I would eat and it would feel right. Like, sure, like this is what I'm supposed to be doing. I felt lots as a human, but I don't think I've ever felt right. It's like when you feel your heartbeat. You focus in on it, and it feels so much like there's something else in you. Like two things sharing a body. It's hard to explain.
We wrapped up the interview shortly after. Seemed like I had everything I needed. Though I can't speak in regards to the company, it seemed there hadn't been any exceptional trauma endured by Kissy. After losing interest in photography, Kissy has taken up residence in Buffalo, New York. To help pay for lodging, she keeps the building free of mice. Her landlord isn't picky in how she does it.